Yep. Hi everyone, good evening and welcome back to the another big day. So today we have a new guest with us. His name is Sudhakar Garu Pedireddy. So he lives in Edison, New Jersey, and he works as a software engineer in a multinational law firm in New York. And he graduated from Anna University from Chennai in 2007, and then he started reading book of autobiography of Yogi, and then he realized the essence of himself and his higher self, the superpower within him. And then he started practicing anapanasati from 2019, and then he'd been through many numerous meditation experiences. He used to see Lord Hanuman and Lord Shiva, and with many experiences along the way. And today he is with us here to share his wisdom and knowledge. And he'd been doing a lot of service in this and in Pyramid Spiritual Society, and also in pyramid construction and enhancement. So let us all just get started with him and to know more about the great master Sudhakar Garu. So, sir, we welcome you, and it's over to you now.
Thank you, Sohana. Thank you so much. It was a sweet introduction. And thank you so much for having me here. Journey Towards True Path is a wonderful program. We are already in 8th day of Journey Towards True Path. I'm very honored to be here. Thank you for having me here again. Again, friends, my name is Sudhakar. I live in Edison, New Jersey. I've been in spiritual path for a couple of years. I actually started in the year 2017. I started reading books, especially Ramayana, Mahabharata. Then I started doing a little bit puja, and I also started chanting as well. After a couple of years, I felt like there is more than just chanting and reading books. And eventually I came into the meditation, the ultimate way to realize ourselves, ultimate way to go into higher dimensions. I started my anapanasati in 2019. It's been going so well. My life has came into very harmonic way, and I realized and corrected a lot of my relationship problems, and I'm living with harmony. Today we are here. Every day we are learning a new concept. Today we look into one of the wonderful concepts called Vakshetram, the power of speech. This is very important for every pyramid master, whoever want to get enlightened or whoever is in the true path to understand the truth. Especially nowadays, we are living in a remote world, a virtual world, everybody living in their own home, working from home, meeting people from home itself, doing all the wisdom sessions from home. So only thing that we do is speak. We don't meet people very often. We don't do any actions to prove ourselves or show something. Anything that we do is only speak. So it is very important to understand the power of speech and know what is the right way of speaking. Most importantly, what is the truth? Why you should speak truth. Let us deep dive into today's concept, Vakshetra, and understand all aspects of it. And let's implement it. I hope this will help all the beginners as well as the advanced meditators. Even if you know the concept, when you hear it, when you listen to it again, you understand it in a different way. Every time I read the same book, I understand it in a different way and I get a different aspect of it. So it also helps you. Even if you know, listen to it, you might get some new points. So friends, I have a small presentation. I'm going to share that with you. bear with me for a couple of seconds. Sohana, can you see my presentation?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Thank you. So here we are, friends, Vakshetram or Vakshetra, the power of speech. What is Vakshetra? And apart from Vakshetra, is there anything else that we should understand? Yes. There are three things that we need to understand apart from Vakshetra. What are those things? The first one is the Bhavana Kshetram or Bhavana Kshetra. The second one is Vakshetra. Third one is Chesta Kshetra. The thoughts, words, and deeds. As a meditator, as a pyramid master, are those who are on the path to realize the higher self must understand all these three fields, all these three aspects of ourself, and implement it in your real life. Unless you understand it, unless you implement it, we cannot really reach our higher self. I will try to give you as much as knowledge that I can do. Why should we understand all these things? What is the importance of these three aspects or three kshetras? If you want to realize yourself, you need to understand your thoughts, your deeds or your actions, and your words. Because human life, our life, is made up of all these three things. Every day, we think, we generate thousands of thoughts every day. We speak with numerous people. We do a lot of actions. We are nothing but these three aspects. We are combined of these things. They are not separate. It is integrated within ourselves. When you understand these things, you understand your life. When you understand yourself, you understand the world, you understand the universe. Because whatever is in the universe, whatever is in the creation, is also within ourselves. The best way to understand the creation is to understand yourself, is to realize yourself. When you realize yourself, when you know what is within you, you know what is outside. When you know yourself and the creation, your life become harmony with everything, harmony with the nature, harmony with the people, harmony with situations. And also you live with the abundance. When you become one with the universe, when you understand the universe, whatever is in the universe is also yours, right? When you become one, there are no two different things. It is all one thing. So whatever is in the universe, it is also in your life. So we live with abundance. For any person or any being who want to live with happiness, who want to live with harmony, who want to live with peaceful and to live with abundance, must understand these three aspects of yourself: your thoughts, your deeds or your actions, and your words. Without understanding these things, you cannot really move up into higher dimension. You cannot realize your other dimensions. So the first one is Bhavana Kshetra, the thoughts. So let us understand what are those thoughts. Do we really have to pay much attention to these thoughts? Are they really important? How are they created in ourselves? What is importance of these thoughts? How are they gonna impact our life? how these thoughts will lead us to enlightenment. First thing, we have total freedom in our thoughts. You can think anything that you wanted. These thoughts are very subtle. Nobody can see it. Nobody can feel it. And there is no way to know the other person's thoughts. Only you know. So you have total freedom in thinking whatever you want to think. There is nobody up there judging, why are you thinking these kind of thoughts? Why do you have so weird thoughts? Why do you have so nice thoughts? There is nobody out there judging you. For example, let us say you are imagining yourself, or you are thinking in your mind that you want to help a lot of people. You want to do a lot of service to others. It is just your thoughts. There is nobody come to you and appreciate, wow, you have wonderful thoughts. There is nobody up there coming to you and saying, because it's all subtle. These thoughts are an astral world. Nobody cannot see. Maybe higher dimension people may know, but they won't judge, because they create very little impact on the physical world where we live. So there are no judgment thoughts are in the Bhavana Kshetra. You have total freedom to think anything that you want. Most importantly, there is nobody out there to complain. Nobody complains about your thoughts. Why do you have such a destructive thoughts? You can think that maybe you build a very large building on the planet, which is not there on the planet. And the next moment you can think you are just destructing that same building, because nobody out there to complain, because it's all subtle. You know it. They come and they go. We think maybe 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day, which they just come and go. Even you don't know what are the thoughts that you go. Just like you imagine a birds coming to your home, they just come, they just visit and they run away. They don't stay with you. They don't stay in your home. So our thoughts also like that. They come and go. There is nobody out there to judge. At the same time, you also don't have to judge your thoughts. You don't have to complain about your own thoughts. The next thing, there is no good thought or bad thought, because it's not creating anything in the physical world. It's up to you that whatever you are thinking, it's just like a dreams. They come and they go. When you wake up, all dreams are gone, whether it's good or bad, disappears. Thoughts also same. They come and they go. So you don't need to worry whether it's a good thought or bad thought. Is it creating an impact on you or no? Another most important thing about our thoughts is there's no karma involved in thoughts. Yes, my dear masters. In the thoughts, when in your Bhavana Kshetra, anything that you do, it doesn't have any karma. Yes, the thoughts cannot create karma unless it comes to action, unless it harms others. Since it's very subtle and it is an astral world, there's no karma involved in thoughts. For example, in your thoughts, you did save a person or you just kill another person, they will not send you to hell or heaven based on your thought. So you have total freedom here, since there is no karma involved here. Most importantly, the thoughts are very creative. It's a creative world. You can create something new which is not there on the planet. Most of the time we do creative thoughts, and you may feel nice since creating those kind of things. Yes, it's a very creative world. You can create something new and get some joy out of it. So these thoughts are very subtle. we don't have to pay much attention to those thoughts. Since there is no impact on you, there's no impact on the society, there's no impact on the thoughts. It's very creative world. So my dear friends, in Bhavana Kshetra, in the world of thoughts, in the thought aspect of yourself, you have total freedom. You can change your thoughts, you can do anything that you wanted. That's why we say, Yadechiti Tata Kuru. Do whatever you want to do here. You have total freedom. Do anything that you like to do. Imagine yourself like you are in a very nice beach, having a wonderful evening with a nice breeze. It's just a thought, imagination. You can do anything that you wanted. I just want to highlight one point here. The thoughts come and go. They are not repetitive. Every time there's a new thought. Just make sure that the same thought doesn't come back again and again. When thought comes again and again, it becomes a desire and it starts slowly manifesting in the real world. Otherwise, in the Bhavana Kshetra, in the world of thoughts, you have total freedom here. That is little bit about thoughts, my dear friends. So let's move on to the next one, which is very important. The deeds or actions. Chesta Kshetram. I think this is the most misunderstood aspect of ourselves. There are a lot of new things that we should know about it, understand it in a right way, and implement it. Before, Chesta Kshetra means our actions, whatever you perform in day-to-day life, like job or going, running, or being a politician or hiking, whatever you do in day-to-day life, it is called actions or deeds. So, few things that we should understand here. Does our actions, does our deeds create any karma? Can we really change our deeds? Do we have freedom in our actions? These are the few questions that we should have the answer for it. If you don't have an answer, let us look into it. Before I get into actions, I would like to explain you very important aspect. This will help us to understand our deeds. How much freedom do we have in our actions? How much we can change our actions? We need to understand the creator and the creation. When you understand the creator and creation, you better understand the actions. So I want to give you more information on this. Purusha and the Prakriti. Prakriti means the nature, the creation. Everything that you see is a creation. The trees, the plant, river, water bodies, animals, anything that you can see, anything that you can experience, anything that you can feel is a creation, is a Prakriti. And Purusha, who is Purusha? Purusha doesn't mean male. Purusha means the knower, the experiencer, who is experiencing all the nature, all the creation is a Purusha. The Purusha is always a subject, and the Prakriti is object. The Purusha can never be object. It is always the one which is experiencing, which is knowing the creation, which is knowing the world. So the creator is always a subject. In the creation, there are so many dimensions of the creation. We'll come to that later. Does our body mind is in the creation or is it a creator? This is very important to understand. When you understand your body and mind, whether it's a creator or creation, then you understand your deeds, your actions. So that's why I'm a little bit stressing on this creator and creation. It's most important to understand it. Then we come to our Chesta Kshetra. Our body, when it started, it just starts with one single cell, right? That one cell multiplies, it becomes millions, billions, trillions. Now, whatever you see such a huge body, 6 feet body, is created. That means it is part of the creation. It is part of the nature. Same thing, the mind, when that single cell started, it doesn't have any mind. It just have a DNA, which has so many instructions, so many codes. Based on the codes, the DNA, it creates another different type of cells. In our body, there's a different type of cells, like muscle has a different cell, bones, blood, heart. Those are all are different kind of cells. This everything is created, including the mind. So, my dear master, the body and mind is also part of the creation. It is not the creator. There is a creator behind, which is observing it, which is experiencing your body and mind. So, body, mind are absolutely part of the creation or the nature. It is very clear now. So, the body mind is object. It can never be a subject. When you understand this correct, your body and mind is in the nature. Whatever the nature has, you also have it. The nature has certain qualities. The nature has certain fundamental forces. The nature has certain gunas. All those gunas are part of you. The body mind dimension of yourself. Not the pure consciousness, not the pure soul. When all these qualities which are in the nature, when it is inside you, when it's inside your body and mind, you behave based on those qualities. You perform certain actions, certain deeds based on those qualities. Let us see what are those qualities, how those qualities impact a person. Can we really change those qualities? The qualities are the fundamental forces of nature of the creation. Remember this, friends? It is in the nature. That means you are also part of the nature. So you also have those qualities. This is a very, very integral part of the nature. You cannot separate from the nature. They are there for certain reason. The three fundamental forces of creation is sattva, rajas, and tamas. Let us deep dive one by one here so that we better understand our nature and we better understand our actions. Then we come to conclusion whether it is good or bad, can we change it or not. The first one is sattva guna. Usually the adult souls will have the sattva guna or the sattva nature. Sattva nature means people will always with joy, and they live with harmony with nature. They live with harmony with everybody else. They do good service to humans. They will be in the very creative actions like music, singing. These Sattva people always do creative things. They always will be in joy state. They're always happy. Mostly better evolved souls or adult souls will have the Sattva guna. The second one, Rajoguna, Rajas. Mostly the young souls will have this Rajo nature. These people strive for the power. They keep changing things. They doesn't get stick to one thing. They try to prove something. They try to show their power. They try to take control of situation. They try to take control of people as well. They're Rajogunam. These Rajoguna people, they're sometimes happy, they're sometimes not, because they keep changing. They do not know how to find the happiness or joy. It is also part of the nature. You can also see the same Rajoguna in the animals, in the nature. And the last one is Tamo, Tamas. Tamas are the new souls, the baby souls, which just took the birth. Mostly these souls are dark, they're in the darkness. They do not know anything, and mostly they are lazy. And mostly they are always sad or they don't know what to do. These are Rajoguna. These three gunas are very integral part of the nature. Like how nature we have summer, winter, spring, fall. You cannot really complain why the nature has so many different, 4 different seasons. It is there for a certain reason. It's a play. Likewise, the body and mind, which is part of the nature, also have the sattva, rajo, tamas. We cannot really separate them from us. It is there. As we evolve, as we learn, as we get more wisdom, we move one quality, one nature to another nature. These are the fundamental forces behind everything and everything. We cannot really change this quality. So we can change, but it takes a lot of time. It takes one lifetime, or it could take multiple lifetimes to get from one nature to another nature. So, my dear friends, we do actions, we perform certain actions based on these gunas. The tamoguna person will not do much actions. He's always lazy. He doesn't know what to do. He always sleeps. He do things which nobody accepts. He does harm other persons. Even if you want to change those actions, he cannot really change because his fundamental nature is tamas. How can he change it? If you want to change his actions, we have to change his guna. That guna doesn't change overnight or a few days or few years. It takes lifetimes. The rajoguna person will be in the politics. If you ask him to perform certain cultural activities like dance, music, or social service, he cannot do it because he belongs to rajoguna. His fundamental nature is to gain the power, prove that I have so much power. He cannot really do the actions that Sattva person does. The Sattva person is very joyful, harmony, but he does a lot of public service. If you ask him to harm the other people, if you ask him to harm the nature, he cannot do it because his fundamental nature is that his Sattva nature. Everybody's deeds are based on their guna. So our actions are based on the nature. So it cannot be changed. If I want to give example, I want to iterate a small incident from the Mahabharata. It is from the field of Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra war. The both Pandavas and Kauravas armies were on the battlefield. Arjuna wanted to have a quick look at all the armies. So he went into the middle of the both armies. He looked at the Kauravas. On the Kaurava side, his uncles, his grandparents, his gurus, his brothers, everybody on the Kaurava side. He looked at them and he started crying. He looked so sad because they're all my close relatives. They're my friends and they're my brothers and my own guru. His other side, how can I fight with them? How can I kill them? If I kill them, It's like I'm doing a sin. I'm doing a bad karma. If I kill them, what happens to their wives? They become widows. Who will protect them? And isn't so depressed and he is so sad. Then Krishna realized his state and he told him all truth. The Bhagavad Gita came out. At the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, now you do whatever you wanted to do. There Krishna tells one point. Look, Arjuna, you are crying. I know your guna, I know your nature. You will not stop this war. You are a king, you are a Rajoguna person. For example, let us say from the battlefield, the moment you turn your back to Duryodhana, Duryodhana will laugh at you and he will release one comment. Your nature is that the moment he laughs at you, you will go fight him and you will kill him. I know the nature of you. I know about you, Arjuna, but you don't know about yourself. So, based on the person, guna, he performs his actions. He doesn't have any control on the actions. It's very hard to change the person deeds. Same thing, Duryodhana. So many people told him, Duryodhana, whatever he is doing is not correct. Please stop this. Share the kingdom with your brothers. Share the kingdom with your Pandavas, and live happily. He knows that Duryodhana knows this is not correct, but he cannot change it because his guna is tamas. We have numerous incidents. One type of person, one nature of person cannot perform other nature of activities. This is the fundamental force behind you, which is acting. So is it possible to change, my dear friends, my dear masters? Think about it, how much you can change. So those are the fundamental natures. But who am I? The creator, does the creator have all these natures? No, the creator is not part of the nature. He is the subject who is experiencing it. So he doesn't have any of these qualities. He is the knower, the ultimate knower. He is the Purusha. When you get enlightened, you go beyond this nature, so you will not have any of these gunas of you. So the real you, the higher self of you, the ultimate knower doesn't have these gunas. So my dear friends, now tell me, our actions, do you have freedom in our actions? Can we really change those actions? Tell me, my friends. How much percentage of you tell we have total freedom in that? In our actions especially. Our actions are bounded by our nature, bounded by our guna. You are your actions, your deeds are kind of enslaved for your ultimate nature, your fundamental force. So, my dear friends, that is why people say, do not judge others by their actions. As Jesus says, judge not. Now, do you understand why people say judge not on their actions? Because that person doesn't have control on his actions, because he's driven by his guna, his nature. This is the ultimate reason why we should not judge others. If you look at our beloved Guruji Pitama Patriji, he never judges people by their actions because he is bounded by his nature. Krishna also says this, Lord Krishna. Trigunas are part of the nature, very integral part of the nature. When they are part of the nature, they are also part of you. So you do certain actions based on your nature. When you are a baby soul, you are tamas, you do tamasic activities. So how can I judge your actions? Because you are a baby. For example, let's say we have a kid who is like 1-year-old kid. He doesn't know anything. He does some mischievous activities. We really doesn't judge the 1-year baby by his actions because he doesn't know, my dear friends. Same thing here. The reason we should not judge anybody is because he is bounded by his nature. At the same time, it's not only others. Do not judge yourself based on your actions. Do not go back into your past and judge yourself. Oh, 5 years back, I did this kind of bad activity, which is not correct. Because at that point of time, you did that action based on the knowledge that you had. So 2 years back, it was correct. Maybe now it is not correct. Now you changed. So you don't have to judge yourself, my dear friend. So that is the Chesta Kshetra, your actions, your deeds. So, my dear friends, in thoughts, we have total freedom. You can do anything that you wanted. You don't have to change. But in our actions, we do not have freedom because you are bounded by your nature. So you cannot change it. But you will change it as you evolve. It takes time. It takes multiple lifetimes. So, my dear friends, understand these thoughts and your deeds. Now, the most important part of today's session is our Vakshetra, the power of speech. This is very, very, very important. Where you can change it, where you have to be very careful. This is where we can get better at it. And you have to get better at speaking. You need to understand. You need to know what to speak and what not to speak, when to speak, when not to speak, how to speak, and also where to speak. There are so many things that we should know here. So please pay more attention. If you have any questions at the end of the session, we will look into those questions. We will give some time to look into the questions. In Vakshetra, or in the power of speech, or in your speech aspect of yourself, you can change a lot of things. Here we have opportunity to change. In where the other, your thoughts and words, your speak, thoughts and actions, you cannot change it. They are bounded. And you cannot talk as you think here. You need to have a certain kind of filter and what to speak, where to speak, how to speak. You need to understand and know and have a knowledge. And most importantly, the sound, it is not just speak, the sound which comes out of you, it has certain information. That's why in our ancient days, the mantras, they have certain power because they have information. When certain letters put together in certain format, they get a lot of energy. There's a lot of information. That sound can get into your body, into your bones and muscles. It can activate certain information which is already there. A lot of our, especially Patriji says, face is the index of mind, whereas words are index of your soul. The words that is coming out of your mouth tells you how evolved you are. As we are pyramid masters, as we are meditators, we are better evolved. That means we should pay more attention to our speech. Most importantly, Jesus says this: what goes inside mouth, that doesn't defile a person. What comes out of your mouth defiles the person. Defile means destroys or pollute you. What goes inside doesn't pollute you. What comes out of your mouth pollutes you. It can destroy you. It can destruct you. So it is very careful and be mindful of about what's coming out of your mouth. It's very important. Before you speak, have a 1 second gap and speak. We'll see into that how to get better at speech. I want to tell the same thing from the Kurukshetra war, when Arjuna was in Vishada, when he is very sad and crying. Arjuna tells, I'm killing my own people. Since I'm killing my own people, their wives, their children will be abandoned. That means I'm creating a lot of bad karma, I'm doing sin. Arjuna started giving a big speech to Krishna. Krishna, at the end of the Vishad Yoga of Arjuna, Krishna looks at him and laughs at him and says, Arjuna, you do not know the truth. You are not speaking the truth. This is very important. He says you are not speaking the truth. So that truth is nothing but Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is full of truth. speaking of the truth, your higher dimensions, not just body mind, which is there for a few couple of years. That truth we should know, and we should speak about that truth. So we understand the importance of the speech. Now let's look into what are the different type of speech and who will speak those speeches. The first thing is the negative words. The negative words means especially in the physical dimension, like living for survival, mating, and trying to prove yourself, trying to create a protection for your entire life. The people, especially who live in the lower three chakras, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, though the souls whose consciousness is at lower three chakras, they speak negative words. They say it's not possible, that's not possible, you cannot do it, I cannot do it. The people who live in lower three chakras, they speak negative words. They try to demotivate others. They also try to demotivate themselves. These people are just living for the survival on this earth planet. And there are other certain type of people. They speak positive words, especially when the consciousness moves to higher chakras like Anahata and Vishuddha. The people who are at Vishuddha and Anahata chakra, they speak positive words. They pray for others. They try to help others through their words. They try to motivate with their speeches. They also pray the God, please help me, and also help the others. These are the kind of positive words, but they are not the truth. The truth is different. First one is the destructive people. Second one is positive people. They pray. They don't know the power inside themselves. They ask somebody to help. Lord, help me. They do a lot of puja and say, oh, I should get out of this. That's why Krishna said, leave the both positive and negative. Shubha Shubha Parityagi. Leave the both good and bad. It's not the truth. Know the truth. The reason why we should give up both is we cannot really harm another person or we cannot really help other person. Maybe you can give some information. The person should get inspired by himself. He should connect with his higher self and get the guidance from there. For example, if you are in a class, there is only one teacher, there are 50 students. The teacher gives same syllabus and same class for all the 50 students, but all the 50 students are different levels. If you look at their grades, it's not same. The teacher is doing the same thing. That means teacher cannot really help them. It is the student who is in the class, how much he can grasp, how much he can practice it. That gives how much he is learning. That means me, I'm here, I cannot really help you. You have to help yourself. Whether you take yourself to the higher level or lower level, it all depends on you. That's what Krishna says. Shubha Shubha Parityage Arjuna. The reason is we cannot really elevate other person. That's why Uddared Atma Atmanam. You have to evolve yourself. You have to come out of your own mind. So there's nobody who can help you. Your own mind is your friend or its enemy. You need to know how to become friend with your own mind and evolve into a better soul, evolve into higher dimensions. So what is the last ultimate speech or the words that we speak? The truth, the real truth. Stop talking about illusion, the illusionary world that we live. Try to look behind. Go beyond physical world and physical relationship. We are the soul. We have higher consciousness. Talk about the eternal place. Eternal place means Vaikuntham is one of the eternal place that we see. The Satyaloka. Get the knowledge about it and speak those. The pyramid masters especially speak the truth. They speak beyond the physical nature. They speak about the eternal being. They speak about the Satyaloka, Vaikuntham. In the Vaikuntham, everybody is same. There's no difference between person to person. Everything is same there. Especially the masters who are in Agna Chakra and Sahasrara, they speak the truth. So now you know what you are speaking. Based on what you speak, I can tell you which chakra you are in. So my dear friend, there are three: negative words, positive words, and truth. We are definitely at higher level because we are speaking the truth. So my dear friends, let's move on to the next. We don't have much time, so we have another 5 minutes. We'll try to wind it up, and then we'll take some questions if you have anybody. So if you don't correct your speech, if you don't correct your words, what is the problem? Yes, there are a lot of problems here, my dear friends. You can cause a big destruction. Yes. For example, if you take Hitler, Hitler is a very good speaker, is a very good motivator. He realized the power of speech at very young age. When he was in school, he realized that he has so much power in his speech. So from then onwards, he started speaking less, but he used his speech for a wrong cause. He became the big reason behind World War II. The same thing, if you look at politicians, they give a lot of speeches. Because of speeches, there is a lot of turmoil in people. For example, let's say two different groups, they're arguing or something, somebody comes in the middle and they speak one wrong word, the situation changes there and they start fighting. When you speak wrong words, when you speak filthy words, you degrade yourself, you pollute yourself, because the sound also is energy. You take wrong energy and degrade yourself. Especially the words create karma, whereas in thoughts doesn't create karma, but the words that you speak, what you speak, does create karma. So you need to be very, very careful when you speak. And do not judge others. Oh, he's a good person, bad person. Do not try to judge others. When you judge others, it doesn't really reveal other person, but it reveals who you are. So it's very careful when you judge others. It tells your own character, not other person. We don't know whether he's good or bad, but definitely tells about you because you are judging. That's coming from out of your mouth. Since we are pyramid masters, we definitely don't do that. And most importantly, the health problems. A lot of people these days have thyroid problems, especially the words are related to Vishuddha Chakra. When you don't use your Vishuddha Chakra in the right way, it does create a lot of problems, especially the thyroid problems. These days, a lot of women has a lot of thyroid problems, even of course men, because they speak all unnecessary things. They speak all the problems in their neighborhood. They speak all the problems or gossip about other people. They always try to talk about the people, which is not really necessary. So energy in Vishuddha Chakra, we are not using it for right cause. So the energy depleting, when energy depletes, you get a lot of thyroid problems. So be mindful about when you speak about others. How to correct our Vakshetra? How to get power to your words? How to get power to your speech? We'll try to wind it up in 5 minutes. Please hold on to your questions. If you have any question, my dear friends and masters. How to get power to our speech? This is a very most important slide. Try to pay more attention here. If you understand these all points, you definitely move above your Agnya Chakra and Sahasrara. First thing that we should do is know the truth, get the wisdom. Understand this, my dear friend. This is the most important thing here. We are all here to understand ourselves and evolve. How do you know the truth? The best way is to do more meditation. In the meditation, you do astral travel. You activate your thought aim. You get the clairvoyance. And understand your chakras, understand your other bodies, understand all other dimensions, all other locus wherever you go. When you meditate more, you understand the truth. You are not just bounded by your physical body and the mind. There is so much, and you understand you have a higher self which is really guiding you. That is the truth. The physical body, which is temporary, it is of course one aspect of you, but this is not the whole of yourself. When you know the truth, you understand all of yourself. So I do meditation, but I may not get the third eye activated. I may not do astral travel. So what do we do? That's why we have Bhagavad Gita. Get the knowledge from the masters. Get the knowledge from Krishna. All Bhagavad Gita is about truth. Read Bhagavad Gita, understand better way. Read teachings of Buddha. It's all about truth. Most important, our beloved Guruji Patriji has delivered numerous speeches, has created numerous videos on the truth. It all speaks about the truth. So watch them, understand them. So repeat the same thing. Another important aspect to get power to speech is spend time and be union with the people who speak the truth, not chit-chatting group. We do a lot of chit-chatting with friends and family. But try to be with the people who speak truth. So you will know the truth, so you can speak the truth. Another important tool that we have here is to get better at speech is be in a silence. Try to be in silence as much as possible. We think the silence has no power. My dear friends, trust me, silence has ultimate power. Especially Gandhiji, a great master who got the freedom to India. He used to be in silence one day in a week. He doesn't speak much, but he got freedom to a great nation and the larger nation, India. His speech has that much power, especially when these Britishers rulers, when come to Gandhiji and when they talk to him, Gandhiji gets whatever he wants from them. They cannot really say no to Gandhiji because he is higher dimension person. He has such energy that because of his silence, especially Ramana Maharshi, he lived whole life in silence, my dear friends, and he created huge impact on humanity. He speaks only one word: know yourself, know who you are. That's all he spoke. He spoke very little in entire life, yet he created a huge impact. How is it possible? Because he is in the silence. He knows about himself, so he knows whole universe. Same thing, my dear friends. Silence gives you a lot of energy. And next one is do not gossip. This is most important thing here. Everybody should understand. We do a lot of chit chatting. We speak a lot of unnecessary things. Let's speak very little about a materialistic world. Speak how much hour you need it. Do not go beyond it. I know it feels good when you speak with friends, when you are in the group, but you deplete your energy. You just do experiment when you are silent for one day and when you are in a group talking so much in one day. See how is your energy, how you sleep that day, how you wake up next day. You understand the power of silence. And my dear friends, do not complain about others. Especially when somebody harm you, especially when create hurdle for you, you start talking bad about them and you start using some filthy words. It doesn't make sense because you are creating your own reality. Whatever is coming into your life, every situation that is coming into your life is created by you. So when it is created by you, there is no point complaining about others and using your Vakshetra in the wrong way. So stop complaining. Understand the whole picture. Understand the big picture because it is created by you. Another important thing to get better at speech is you should let others speak. Most importantly, in the kids, we do not let our kids speak. When they try to express something, we do not give them opportunity. We'll say, stop it. Whatever is speaking is not correct. Especially when you are upset or when you are angry. If kids are trying to say something, you shout at them and you suppress them, and they will never speak, my dear friends. This is very important. A lot of parents does this. You need to control your emotions when your kid is talking. Once a kid register whatever you say, for example, let's say your kid is trying to say very important thing that he learned today, but you are not in a good mood today. When he started speaking, you said stop. If you say that 1 or 2 times, that kid will register. Every time he's trying to tell you something, you are stopping him, and that kid will never speak. I did observe this in my case, especially my wife and my kid. Do not create blocks in kids' Vishuddha Chakra. It takes a lot of time for them to come out of it. Cultivate this in your own life. Be mindful when your kids are expressing. Encourage them to speak more and speak correctly. These days, and the next point is speak truth. These days, we are very afraid to speak the truth. A lot of people think those who talking truth, and they talk about your higher dimensions, they think we are aliens. We are very afraid to speak truth. The time has come for everybody to speak about truth. We have to speak, because this ultimate thing, Krishna did speak, so we can speak. We know we are seeing the truth. Why are you afraid to speak truth, my dear friends? Speak. We are pyramid masters. We know the truth. Whatever you know, speak. Do not hide in yourself. Especially the woman has been hiding this truth in their Vishuddha. Now it's time to come out of it. Speak the truth, whatever you know. And most importantly, my dear friend, do not speak negative about yourself. Especially we are evolving. Today I'm doing whatever I think is correct. And after 6 months, I get better. I evolve into a better person. Now I realize whatever I did 6 months back was not correct. You don't have to speak negative about that incident. Whatever happened, you did it 100% correct at that point of time based on your knowledge. So you don't need to go back and speak negative about yourself or even the present moment. Always speak positive about yourself. You are a perfect being. And the last one that I want to say is be like Prahalada. What Prahalada does, he always says Namo Narayanaya, Namo Narayanaya. Whatever situation he is in, his father tried to kill him in so many different ways. He gives him a poison, he put him in the fire, he tried to throw into ocean. Whatever the situation he was given, he just says Narayanaya, Narayanaya. That is the truth. We are also Narayan because we are traveling this human body. Soul is traveling in the human body. Narayana, we are traveling in the Nara's body. Prahalada speaks always truth. Irrespective of the situation, he was never afraid of the situation. So we are also masters, great masters. We should always speak the truth. Do not be afraid. Do not be hesitate to speak the truth. The truth is, the meditation is the ultimate way to go to higher dimensions. You create your own reality. Only you can change your reality, not other person. There's nobody who can help you. So my dear friends, these are the points that gives you a good power to speech. I want to end this session with one sentence. Satyam vada dharmam chara. What it says is speak the truth, lead a righteous life. When you speak the truth, my dear friend. When you lead a life in the physical words, follow the dharma, because dharma changes based on the situation, dharma changes based on the person, but truth will never change. Truth is always truth, irrespective of the person, irrespective of the situation. But dharma will change based on the situation. I am a father to my kid. I am a husband to my wife. I am a son to my parents. That is my dharma. Based on the person, my dharma changes, but truth is always same. Thank you so much. That is about power of speech, Vakshetra. I hope you got some great knowledge here. Please, my dear friends, resonate on these points. Understand this, implement this. This is important, very important. So with that, I thank PMC. I thank everybody who is organizing this. The journey was true path. I thank every participant whoever is here. Thank you, my dear friends. Sohana, over to you. If you have time, we can take any questions.
Thank you so much, sir. And it was so informative and so good to understand every step of how, our speech works and what is its power. And especially or personally, I can say this is one of my favorite topic that I would always, love to hear much about. So let us see. Like we have 5 to 10 minutes or 5 to 6 minutes that we can just go into the questions. So all the participants here, if you have any questions, you can just raise your hands or put it in the chat. So like sir is with us today, so I think you can post any questions about the power of speech. So I think, sir, we already have a question in the chat. I have a question. With the Lord's grace, can the gunas be transformed and changed completely? Is it possible?
It is possible, but it takes time. Even Krishna could not change Arjuna's guna. Even after teaching all Bhagavad Gita, he says, you do whatever you want to do. So it is you have to evolve. If it is somebody can change, they can come and, hey, big magic, you are changing now. So it is not that much possible. So it is you have to transform yourself. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, sir. And there are some people asking about any book recommendations on speech or power of speech.
I recommend 2 books written by our Guruji, Pitamaha Patriji. There is Vakshetra book, that is one. And the second one is the Toltec 4 agreements. In that there is the first one, be impeccable with your speech. There it says how to speak and what is the impact of the speech.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I think now this is all with the questions. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sohana. My dear masters and friends, if you have any more questions, reach out to me on my personal cell, or you can just post on YouTube. I will try to answer them. Thank you so much, Sohana.
Thank you, sir. So, guys, sir, I think there is another person that who wants to talk immediately.
Sure.
So, Kavita, you can pose your question.
Hello, Sudhakar. I have a question actually, which was very new to me when you said that thought doesn't create karma. Whereas I've always heard that even a single thought can, create karma. So this was very new to me when you said that thought doesn't create karma. So can you please give me an example that how does it not create karma?
So can I ask you, how does it create karma?
Like suppose now I have a thought which is negative, just came to me, and sometimes thought just doesn't come for one time, it keeps repeating, right? So
Yeah.
if that thought triggers me and then you feel like to put it into action, so definitely it creates karma, right? Every thought leads to action.
So yes, I understand your question. Yes, usually we generate 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. We just comes and go. Those kind of thought doesn't create any karma. But if any thoughts keep coming back again and again and again, when it happens multiple times, that become a desire. Based out of that desire, you do certain wrong action. That will create karma. For example, I give you a situation of birds. Birds, they keep traveling. They keep coming to your home. Let's say you're feeding some birds. They come and go. If they come back and make a nest on your home, if they become permanent home for the birds, make a permanent home at your home, then that is where it causes karma. So when thoughts become permanent in your mind, that turns into a desire, which creates a karma. But usual thoughts which comes and go, which is create, usually we do a lot of thoughts, those kind of thoughts doesn't create karma. I hope I answered the question.
You answer, but still I feel I need some examples. Like you said, it creates desire. Can you give me some example with that? Like,
so for example, I think we don't have, can we go ahead with this one? Okay, so the desire, how do you get desires? Let's say you want to make if you want to build a house, you keep thinking about your house for like 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 1 year. That desire will keep growing again and again. It become big. when you think about for over a period of time, that desire becomes so strong and you end up buying house. The same thing. You have a friend you fought with him and he became enemy. And every day you think about him and your enmity will develop more and you create a desire of harming him some way, trying to destroy him. That doesn't happen one day, right? You keep thinking about multiple days, for a few days, few weeks, and you try to harm him. That way, the repetitive thoughts become permanent and that turns into a desire. So you resonate on this point, you will definitely understand it.
No, now I got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kavita. It's a great question.
Sir, I think one last question someone is ready to ask. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Rao. It's a wonderful speech today and the presentation. I think I got a similar question like Kavita.
Mm-hmm.
We hear as part of spiritual speeches that we should have a Trikarana Shuddhi.
Yes.
That means we should say whatever we think and we should do whatever we say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So whether you're thinking good or bad about somebody,
mm-hmm.
you say it, and
yes.
At the same time, you do what you are saying. If you are saying that, smoking is bad, but you smoke.
Yes.
So that means you're only telling about it, but you are not implementing it.
Yes.
So does that apply here when you say thought, speech, and deed? Like
yes, it does apply to a certain degree. But as I told you, the actions you did depends on your guna. It's easy to change the speech, but it's very hard to change the deeds. That's why I stress more on the speech, because that's a very aspect of it which can be changed easily, which can be transformed easily. But your actions, if I ask to stop smoking, you cannot do it in a day. It takes a lot of practice. You need a lot of energy to stop smoking. That's why action takes a lot of time to get transformed. That's why your actions are bounded by your guna. To change the guna, it takes a lot of time. So that's why we told you to focus more on the speech, which can be transformed easily. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was just trying to understand and make sure that there is a fine line when we say thoughts doesn't cause karma.
Yes.
And I think you have clarified while explaining to the earlier person, I think her name was Kavita.
Yes.
That if you keep thinking about evil thoughts,
yes,
then you would at some time maybe kind of tempted to implement it, and then
yes,
that causes bad karma to you.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, hi, good morning, sir. Myself, Srilata. When I started meditation, then I got a sudden of a thought that my principal is going to die. Sudden of I got. I thought that is unnecessary to me. I thought. I got twice, thrice, and after a few days, it became true. I got a news that she has expired. I have no words that my thought is affecting her, or does because of that is happening. I got a thought.
So first of all, I want to thank you. I want to namaskar you, because you developed the intuition. So you're getting to know the universal information. You were getting information before it is getting as a reality. So it is not a thought, that is called intuition. It is coming from your inner self. So I think you should pay more attention to those things, because they are trying to give you some information so that you can help others. So take that as a blessing and know more about what is intuition, how your higher self will guide you, because you went beyond your thoughts. Especially when you're in meditation, we are trying to calm down our mind, we're trying to slow down our thoughts. When you're in zero state, you still get information. That's called intuition. That is your higher self is guiding you. Thank you, Siddhartha Garu. That's a great thing. I know I'm sorry for your principal loss, but you are getting information well in advance, so you can help others.
Thank you, sir. So thank you so much. So we're actually running out of time for meditation, and I have a small request. If you can actually stay till the meditation, I think our participants can post the questions in chat, and then we can discuss after the meditation. Though it's crossing the time too, we can do it.
Sure. Thank you, friends. Enjoy your meditation. We'll meet again after meditation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sohana.
Guys, you can pose your questions in the chat, and your questions will be definitely answered by end of the session. So today it's all about the solar plexus chakra. So it's all about our willpower and our gut feeling and what all our higher self consists of. So it's all based on that. So today it is something all about your universe and something which you can see it on the screen. So let us just get started and experience the actual essence and taste of the solar plexus chakra, which is also called Manipura chakra in Sanskrit. So let me just start the music for you, and let me even explain the posture once again. So it's very simple. We got to make a circuit with our body, but I myself prefer to be in Sukhasana. And it's just that clasping your fingers and crossing your feet. Like you can see our Patri sir on the screen just away, and close your eyes and just absorb your natural flow of your breath. So it's just a very simple process, but I even want you to follow the guidelines so that let us all be on the same pace. So, yep. Let me know if the music is a little loud, and if you cannot hear my voice, let me know. Wherever you are, just relax your body, relax your mind. Come back to yourself. This evening, divine evening, it's just to get deeper and deeper into yourself. Wherever you are, be seated and close your eyes. Follow the natural flow of soft, tender, and gentle breath. Nothing else. Come back to the void state. The empty you. Do not hold on to anything. That's okay. You might have had a long day. Trust yourself and trust the process. So be it. Today, it's all about the solar plexus, the Manipura Chakra. Something which always looks in yellow in the color. In the whole body, it's the only power center. It symbolizes to the fire or to the sunlight. It rules our willpower and our ability to achieve anything in our lives. This is located at the center of your stomach. In single line or in a single phrase, this chakra is all about. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let us all ignite our willpower, focus on your energy, and fire up your sense of purpose. So get ready to blast through the blocks of clouds. As we attain the state of nothingness, the empty state of mind, from deep in heart, let's invite our Guru Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji Lord Buddha, Jesus Christ, Mahavatar Babaji, the Himalayan yogis, great grand guru Sadananda Yogi, 20th dimensional Arcturians, our universal self and higher self too. And also the archetypal dragon masters and the energies. Let us also invite Jamadagni Maharshi, all the primordial gods, Ma Sri Lakshmi, and Lord Vishnu, Lady Master Nada, Archangel Michael, Twin Flame Aurora, and especially don't forget to be with your inner child. The three chakras, the root chakra, sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. All these three are related to the functioning in this physical world. If you are hanging on to something, bullying with something, so let us all cleanse it here. All we need is your acceptance, surrendering, and forgiving. Let all the energies you have invited be completely filled in your solar plexus chakra, in your mental body, in your emotional body, and into your adrenaline glands present in your physical body. And also invite golden energies into your Manipura chakra. Fill it with all the sunlight. Feel the warmth. Invite the solar planet and the god of fire to witness this divine process happening within ourselves. Let us all understand something, that light has infinite capabilities to heal anything. That is something which is provided to us Visualize an astral diamond pyramid created by your higher self. It opening in the crown of the head. Let every connected point start functioning, start working for the good. We are divine beings with infinite energies, efficient to do all the works. Blocks created within ourselves due to ignorance, let it all be cleared. This is all related to your self-power, your strength and confidence to be with anything, to look into anything, to be anything. Maybe you might have admitted many uncertain things. Which is still holding you back. Physically, financially, mentally, or emotionally. Whatever is holding you back, with the lack of power, strength, or your self-esteem, fill it up with all the light, the beautiful yellow sunlight. Within you is a mighty power. You have the ability to achieve your dreams and create miracles in your life, everything you do and everything you say is radiating out from you and preparing the ways forward. You are such a limitless being, suspended in a universe that is full, vibrant, and unlimited in the energy. It's with you now. It's in you now. And it's got you back. Everything works miraculously in your favor, only with the power of intention, which is amazing. It's always working, though for good, though for bad, even when you don't realize it. Everything that you say as a statement, sarcastic or not, is an intention. Let us all break those patterns now. Let all the old patterns burn in the fire or in the heat of the light. Burn the older version, dissolve your older version in the light. That is when you can see your new self. Every experience you accept into your life is also an intention. Now, let me get this clear to you. I am not telling you to stop having a joke, fun, or laugh, but it's very important for you to get clear about what you want to experience in this world. Start treating you in a way you don't feel as acceptable. You don't use your inner power to change it. The universe will start to echo this type of experience in all the four corners of your life. Unless you change it, it's as if magnetic waves from your thoughts and experiences Move into your aura and attract the similar energy, which then brings similar experiences into your life. It's so strangely easy to forget the fact that you're powerful and you have all the abilities to create amazing experiences in your life, in this reality. Always encourage yourself of your will. Let us all understand something. In the presence of the great grandmasters, all the high and powerful energies, we all try to understand something much better. That every one of our thoughts, feelings, actions, and experiences is preparing the next experience of your life. If something doesn't feel right, clear it and restate your intention. And start saying this to yourself. I am grateful that I can cultivate my life. Every thought and feeling I have is creating my world. I am ready to clear all the thoughts and intentions that are not aligned with my happiness. Today, I choose to know that only good experiences lie before me. My life is a joy, and I choose to experience joy in all the four corners of my life. It feels so good to be in tune with the field of energy that moves through me. Say this to yourself so loudly that I am safe and secure. I choose to release the challenges and just embrace the positive change. With the help of the light and the fire, let us all raise our vibrations. Whatever might be the situation, in whichever way you think, Manipura chakra is always important for you to step ahead, to act, or to take an initiative. So just see what is holding you there. Everything is under your control, and you can see better for yourself. So be it. We are always addicted to being busy and have too many ideas we can't honor or follow through. That's fine, absolutely fine. But not anymore. So use the light, retreat yourself, taking this big responsibility of human life. We might have been through so much, right? Being humiliated, felt shameful, depressed, frustrated, disappointed sometimes. So commonly discouraging thoughts. Every step, some or the other thing we be with. Let's all burn those. Feel the warmth. Life is for bliss, but it's always fun to be rebellious. Being in this chakra is always youthful. Whatever disturbing things you are releasing, see that you transform it into the light. Start burning your ignorant behavior. Burn your dependency. We are all habitual to be dependent on some or the other way. Especially we are dependent on ourselves with the secured belief patterns. So let's all even burn them. Transform everything into the light or burn them, whichever you feel comfortable. And let the diamond pyramid keep sending you enough light and energy, especially the healing light, to help you to burn your older self. Congratulations that you are stepping into the infinite world, the infinite power that you have. Surround with the energy sphere in the light form around your solar plexus chakra. See that with no flaw, no damages, just a thick, bright light. As you breathe, with every breath, inhale your inner power, the fresh power. Whenever you feel low, invite the sun. Such a beautiful star it is, with a very bright shining light. You can also say this to yourself. The sun of my soul is shining now. I am radiating with harmonious light. I am in touch with my divine inspiration. Let all the creativity flow through me with ease. I am empowered and aligned with the light, and so it is. Say this out loud to yourself. I have accessed the light of my soul, and I share it with the world. This chakra can always enable you to be with miraculous thinking. Leaving your ignorance, low self-esteem, discouraging thoughts, dissolving everything into the light, cleansing yourself and taking a step ahead into the infinite world, the world of infinity. It's time to be grateful for all the great grandmasters, to your higher self, to your universal self, to the sunlight, to the god of fire, especially to your willpower. That's okay, it's always fun to be a rebel, be dashing, strong enough for what all you are in your strongest form. Make it the actual form for yourself within you. So be thankful to it from deep in your heart. Be obsessed of yourself for giving all the lower level qualities that you have developed with your ignorance, lack of knowledge, lack of love for yourself. Leave them all behind and start loving yourself more than anything. If you can see love within you, and that is when you can see it in the outer world too. Be thankful for yourself, especially for you, for making it this long till this point. You have been growing enough. So be it. Be thankful for everything that you are on the stronger side. Whenever you end up the process or you're about to end up, always be grateful for the universe and for your higher self and the coordination. With a happier heart and a blissful smile on your face. With all the gratitude, you can see yourself within with a warmer yellow light. So comforting light. Say thanks to the sun. Whenever you are ready, according to your comfort, slowly start feeling your hands, shoulders, your feet, With your confidence, with the new you, come back. Whenever you feel comfortable, place your hands on your eyes, at least for 5 seconds. Yes. So we had a good, beautiful, powerful yellow light meditation. So guys, we have Sir here. So let us all resume with our questions now. So Sir is here, and you can just raise your hands, you can talk, unmute yourselves, you can talk to Sir with whatever questions you have. So I think there is Srilata Garu posted something in the chat.
I did message her in person because she won't hide her name and it's a long question. So maybe I'll talk to her in person and give her more information.
Sure. Definitely. Thank you, sir. And guys, if you want to ask any questions or share your experience or talk about something, you can raise your hands. Kavita Garu.
Hello, Sudhakar again. I just today when I did my meditation, not during this time, but in the afternoon, I like while meditating, I suddenly felt the blow of hot air, like somebody is blowing hot air on my face. And I just got this experience earlier before, but I thought at my friend's place, but I thought that maybe there's some heater on. So I just shoot that thought, thinking that no, they on the heater maybe. But the same thing happened again. I was like, who's blowing this air? Like, is it that the masters are doing that to show their presence to me? What is the reason I'm getting that hot air on my face?
Kavita Garu, it's a good question and it's a good experience. You're getting hot air in the winter. You should enjoy it. But honestly, it's in meditation we get a lot of different kind of experience. Especially, I feel a lot of cold in hands and everywhere in the body. I would say don't pay too much attention to this kind of experience. There could be some masters trying to give their presence. There could be various reasons. Only you will know better than other person. Maybe you can just in that kind of situation see who is somebody is there. Is somebody trying to communicate with me? You can raise that kind of thought, and you should get answer yourself. There is a higher self always trying to guide you. Try to connect your higher self and get more information from your higher self.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Hey, hi, Sohana, and hi, Sudhakar, sir. I just wanted to share yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share the experience as I do mostly daily nowadays, I think, with you guys. But at least I felt a lot of heaviness, bottom of my heart and a little on, let's say, middle of stomach, something, right? So towards that area, there was a lot of heaviness, and I was like, it was too actually heavy. I could not take it, actually speaking. And like, I mean to say, yeah, obviously it has to be there or not, I'm not sure, but yeah, it was heavy, and I believe so it was because of Sohana's wordings, like she was putting forward for, right? And the golden pyramid which you said on top of your head, or like, so that was also, I felt actually there was something, maybe a sort of blow of air, but my hairs were like sort of tingling, to give that sense of that there is something on top, like. So it could be anything, I'm not sure, but yeah, I do believe that it was something above, you know and I was feeling the energy, that's for sure. So yeah, thanks Sohana, and thanks, so yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek.
So, yep. So guys, still, does anyone want to talk? I think, yeah, we already have time. So yes, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, Devi Garu wants to talk.
Hi everyone. Hi Sohana. Hi Sudhakar Garu. Thank you so much for great session. It's wonderful. We thoroughly enjoyed your session. Thank you so much. I just want to give my response. That's it.
Thank you, Devi Garu. She's kind of my guru.
No. All the explanations and examples you gave to us, that is so wonderful. It makes sense to everyone, even to new people. Thank you so much, Sudhakar Garu. Wonderful session.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Devi.
Thank you, Sohana. Wonderful meditation. Your voice is so sweet, and we're enjoying your meditations like anything. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sohana. Okay, thank you. Bye.
So thank you, sir. And I was so delighted to be part of your session today because it's one of my favorite topic. It was, so I'm always obsessed of that topic. So thank you so much for explaining it in much more detail. So tomorrow session we have it with Prasanna Madam. So let us all again join at the same time, and let us all thank you, sir. And thank you guys for all making it very big and powerful and energetic. So see you all tomorrow at the same time.
Thank you, Sohana. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you all, my dear masters. And you have a wonderful session tomorrow again.